one.
Before Elon Musk built companies like Tesla, OpenAI, PayPal, and SpaceX.
So behind me is where Falcon 9 would sit during launch. And the big transformation that's going to occur over the next few months is the construction of the launch mount.
Before shacking up with his baby mama, Canadian writer Justine Wilson, then marrying, divorcing, remarrying, and re-divorcing English actress Tallulah Riley. Before he became the real-life Tony Stark.
How are you?
Congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Those Merlin engines are fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
You do?
Yeah.
Then we'll make it work.
Before turning a $28,000 loan from his father into a business empire and a personal net worth of over $13 billion. Elon Musk was fascinated with computers and engineering from a young age, selling his first piece of code at the age of just 13. His parents divorced when he was a kid and he was frequently bullied in school. But if living life well is the best revenge, Elon sure got his, becoming a multi-millionaire before his 30th birthday. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Elon Musk prior to fame, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now in the past, we've covered other entrepreneurs like Tai Lopez, here in my garage, that guy. It's a good video. But we've done tons of people, so be sure to browse around, hit subscribe, and as always, let us know who's next in the comments down below. Elon Reeve Musk was born on June 29, 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. His ancestry is predominantly British, but some of his ancestors were Amish and his grandfather was from the Midwest. His mother May was a model and dietitian from Canada, while his father Earl was an electrochemical engineer. Elon grew up with two younger siblings, a sister Tosca and a brother Kimball.
All of our family members are entrepreneurs in some form, but I guess I'd probably give credit to our grandfather, who was one of the explorers who explored the random parts of Africa.
Elon was a voracious reader and a huge fan of comic books. After his parents divorced in 1980, his primary caregiver was his father, and at this time Elon began developing an interest in computers. He taught himself programming with a Commodore VIC-20. When he was just 12 years old, he wrote code for a video game he called Blastar and sold it to a magazine called PC and Office Technology.
So I started programming a space game called Blastar.
Musk, already thinking like an entrepreneur, figured out how to sell his game.
So the kid was sitting pretty and getting some stuff done. But with all that success, there's always the downside. And he was bullied quite a bit throughout his childhood.
He was the youngest, he made about 2 days, and the shortest, and then he was this brilliant boy, and so people didn't really like him. He was picked on quite a bit.
One time a group of bullies threw him down a flight of stairs and beat him unconscious. This landed him in the hospital. Elon attended Waterkloof House Preparatory School before moving to Pretoria Boys High School. Just before his 18th birthday, he moved to Canada, having gained citizenship through his mother. Elon studied at one of Canada's finest school, Queen's University. Here he met Justine Wilson, who would go on to become a successful author and Elon's first wife. After 2 years at Queen's, Elon transferred to the University of Pennsylvania. Here his roommate was Adio Ressi, who would eventually become a fixture of Silicon Valley.
Generally speaking, you never have enough money, and your investors are always a pain in the ass.
At 24 years old, Elon received an undergraduate degree in physics and another in economics from the Wharton School of Business. He then started working on his PhD at Stanford, studying applied physics, but just 2 days into his studies, he decided to drop out. Why? Well, he wanted to focus on creating new business enterprises. The first of many businesses was Zip2. He and his brother Kimball began their startup software company with $28,000 borrowed from dad. After just 4 years, the company was sold to Compaq for $307 million and $34 million in stock options. Elon's personal stake was about 22 mil, so he was on to a great start. Now a multi-millionaire, Elon moved into his next venture, which would make him even richer. In 1999, he co-founded a website called X.com. Don't let the name fool you, it was not a porn site, or like a really soft-core porn site, nothing like that. Actually, it was a financial service website that let you email money. With an initial investment of $10 million, Elon was able to merge the company after just a year, creating PayPal. In 2002, eBay bought the service for $1.5 billion, and Elon took home $165 million. While his career was going well, his personal life was facing tragedy. Around the time of the big eBay buyout, Elon's first son died at the age of 10 weeks old from sudden infant death syndrome. After receiving his money from the 2002 purchase of PayPal, Elon invested $100 million into SpaceX, a company focused on developing and manufacturing spacecrafts and rockets. Soon he would be getting billion-dollar contracts from NASA and become the largest private producer of rocket motors in the world. The privatization of space was controversial, with astronauts like Neil Armstrong and Eugene Cernan criticizing Elon Musk and SpaceX.
You know, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. You know, I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here.
Regardless of the criticism, in 2008 the company launched the first privately funded liquid-fueled vehicle to put a satellite in orbit. In 2012, it became the first private company to launch and berth a vehicle to the International Space Station, but by this time Elon was even more well known for his work with Tesla. In 2003, Tesla was incorporated by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. The following year, Elon invested in the company and became the chairman of its board. At first, he was intimately involved with the product design, but did not deal with the day-to-day business operations of the company. With the help of a little in vitro fertilization, Justine gave birth to a set of twins in 2004, Xavier and Griffin. The next year, he began to emerge as a recognizable public figure, getting a small cameo in the movie Thank You for Smoking. In 2006, Elon created Solar City, which is now the second largest provider of solar power systems in the US. Also in 2006, Elon and Justine welcomed a set of triplets into the world, Damien, Saxon, and Kai. When the 2008 financial crisis struck 2 years later, Elon became the CEO of Tesla. The company quickly gained widespread attention that year for the Tesla Roadster, the world's first electric sports car. But at home, things weren't going so well. Elon and his wife, they separated, and he began dating English actress Talu O'Reilly.
Although there's been so many times that, right, I'm getting on a plane to England and I'm never going to see you again.
Really?
No. No, not really.
Also, somewhere on his timeline, I'm not sure where, but he got plugs. It's a given. They look great. In 2010, the couple married. The same year, he appeared in Iron Man 2, hanging out with Tony Stark. He would later appear in several episodes of South Park. So he's got a sense of humor.
Maybe we can help you get to Mars sooner. I'm not sure if you know our friend Heidi. She's really smart and really funny.
Like, how funny?
He's made other appearances as himself in the rom-com Why Him on The Simpsons and on The Big Bang Theory. That makes sense.
You gotta be kidding me.
Sorry?
You're Elon Musk.
I am?
In 2012, Elon and Tallulah broke up, but the breakup apparently didn't take, as they got remarried in 2013. But the marriage apparently, well, it didn't go so well, as Elon filed for divorce the next year. And you think, well, it might end there, but then he canceled his request for a divorce shortly after filing, and the two would stay together for another 3 years. I don't know, there's a lot of money. More money, more problems, as they say.
We want prenup, yeah. It's something that you need to have.
In 2013, Elon came up with the concept for the Hyperloop, a high-speed mass transportation system. It is still in development, but once completed, it should work something like this. Elon founded a non-profit artificial intelligence research company in 2005 called OpenAI. The next year, he announced via Twitter that he will start designing a tunnel-digging machine with a new company, The Boring Company. I think tunnels are amazing, so don't know why he called it that. In 2016, for the third time, Elon and Tallulah started divorce proceedings. The divorce was finalized in October of that year. So, the two should be getting back together any day now. As for the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is Before They're Famous. My name is Michael McCredden and thanks for watching this video. I've documented other billionaires in the past, like Bill Gates and Donald Trump. But who's next? Be sure to let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in another video.